Jim, you mentioned it. I gotta ask because it's been reported, it's everywhere, that your contract ends in September, and as you and I are recording,
Hmm.
September is right around the corner. Of course, Saturday, this Saturday, September 2nd, a Collision. This Sunday, September 3rd, is All Out. Will this be your last AEW pay per view? I mean, you said when I leave wrestling, and that almost sounded sort of ominous. I mean, are you
Well, it's going to
thinking?
Conrad, I'm 71 years old. I can't do this forever. I
Right.
feel like my work is pretty decent right now. My
Yeah.
voice is strong. I don't want to sit home, but it takes two to tango. And like I said, I don't know what the expectations are of me in the AEW world. And I said before, and I'll stick with the same story because it's true, and that is, uh, you know, it's up to Tony Khan in large part, and Barry Bloom, who's my agent. Barry Bloom represents the Young Bucks. I think Hangman Page. Golly, who else does he represent?
Kenny
Conrad?
Omega.
Kenny. Oh yeah, of course. My God, Kenny Omega. I think he represents Don Callis, who's doing a good job. I have fun with Don, calling him a miserable prick, but,
Yes.
but he kind of likes it, and it fits him. So, but he's done a good job as a heel manager. And maybe it's a better term for it now. Escandoli, Tope, Espresso,
Enchilada. Yeah.
and enchilada. You got to get the enchilada in because that's the finish. So, but Don's done a good job, and I'm glad and I like busting his balls on the air. Did you hear me tell him thanks for the house?
Yes.
That's old school wrestling.
Yes.
I first heard that spoken in the locker room in 1974. So I thought that might be appropriate for Don. He was speechless after that one. He didn't have a retort that I recall. So anyway, Don's done a great job too. So Barry represents a lot of guys, which means to me that Barry has good communication with AEW. Now, whether we get a deal done or we don't get a deal done, it it remains to be seen. And if it works out, then I'm in, and if it doesn't work out, I'm out. It's that simple. And I'm not being nonchalant or cavalier about it. It's just that's the reality. I've negotiated too many contracts to know how these things can or cannot work. So, but hopefully it'll work out well. That's what I want. I want to stay there, here or whatever, and we'll just have to wait and see. I mean, I'm not being flippant, and I'm serious about it. But I can't wave a magic wand and say, okay, here's my deal, and here's what I will do. I haven't made any demands at all. But I like the challenge of building Collision into a good show, a watchable show. And I know that during football season, there's going to be a lot of taped episodes consumed of Collision. People are going to watch their favorite team play. You're going to watch Alabama. I'm going to watch Oklahoma. Well, maybe not. I'll be doing the show. But anyway, you know what I'm saying. It's just a matter of uh, getting all the ducks in order. And I also think it'll be a short negotiation. I'm very signable right now in that regard. So we'll see. I'm optimistic it's going to work out okay. But if it doesn't, then you'll be seeing me more on the autograph circuit and things like that nature. You never know what else might pop up. So I'm just, as Minnie Pearl would say, I'm just proud to be here.